Hello world! If we're going to colonize Mars, we're going to need to bring not just ourselves, but entire ecosystems along with us. So today, let's talk about yeasts. This is a simplification of the yeast's metabolism. They eat sugars and produce alcohols such as ethanol and methanol amongst others. Alcohols are useful on Mars as solvents, antiseptics, fuel, and intoxicants. On Mars, we'd probably use grains or fruits as our source of sugars. For this experiment, I'm going to be using honey. I also want to research sugar beets and sugar cane more to see if they can be reasonably cultivated on Mars. So for this experiment, I'm going to be using honey, and I'm going to be making a honey wine, which is known as Mead. So the first step is to add the honey to some warm water and get it all to dissolve really nicely. Then for yeast, I'm using this Red Star Premier Blanc. You want to rehydrate it by adding it to some water at about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and then wait about 20 minutes before adding it to the tank. So for this tank, I'm making a little airlock so that way wild yeasts and molds and contaminants don't get into the tank while it's brewing. And a couple days later, you can see I get good CO2 bubbles from the yeasts. This will be an ongoing series about raising different useful microbes for Mars. So if you'd like to follow along, hit subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.